Hello guys, welcome back to another video. Today we are reviewing Eternals. Eternals is the latest Marvel movie and the third movie in the phase 4 of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. It was intriguing watching the movie. I literally got home about an hour and a half ago, 2 hours ago from the film, and yeah, I got some thoughts on it. Going into this movie though, I have very high expectations for it. You know, the cast is amazing. Kit Harington, Richard Madden, Angelina Jolie, they're like the top 3 actors I can remember, but they're just like, the cast was amazing. The director, Chloe Zhao, is an Oscar-winning director. We also had Ramin Djawada, something like that, who does the music, and he did all the music in Game of Thrones, which was very successful. So it had everything in place for it to be, you know, it should have been good, everything on paper. So my initial thoughts on the film, I guess, of the bad things right off the bat was, I felt like it was too long. I felt like it was trying to do something that it didn't need to do, or it was trying to do too much in some elements, because I felt like there was some elements of the film that could have been done in like a montage. There could have been some parts where it could have been a bit quicker. It felt a bit slow, it felt a bit repetitive at some points. They were trying to like assemble the team together. So they were going here to find this person, go here to find this person, and everything just seemed to be a bit, I think they did that 3 or 4 times, and I don't know, it just seemed to be a bit repetitive, a bit like, oh come on, to get the team together and let's crack on, you know? So yeah, that was a bit boring, really. I think, you know, it's hard to say that a Marvel film is boring, but it did feel boring. There was elements of the film where I thought it just looked stunning. There was a lot of like gold, like special effecty type things, and it just worked. It just looked part of the movie, which was good. You could argue in some CGI it doesn't look right, but in this it did look right. I think the CGI was fantastic. There was just some parts to it where it's just a bit, you know, over the top sometimes, but in this film it worked. It was like fantasy focused and sci-fi rather than like real life superheroes. So because the plot was that and everything was, I guess, fantasy stroke sci-fi, it wasn't real, like it's very much impossible to have the plot of the film to actually happen, then it made certain things not have to be taken too seriously, if that makes sense. It actually worked. The actors in the movie I thought were great. Richard Madden's performance I thought was great. Kit Harington was in the film but wasn't in it that much, and Angelina Jolie, I felt like her role was very underplayed. Like, I feel like her role could have been a bit better. Like, she had a good little arc to herself, but it wasn't like, I don't know, I just felt like she was underused. So yeah. The 2 standout performances for this movie, however, though, were done by Gemma Chan and Salma Hayek. I thought those 2 actresses were fantastic in their roles. I think they just played their characters great. They were very convincing. They did it really well. I very much enjoyed them. And also Kumail Nanjiani. He was great as well. He was definitely the comedic aspect in the movie, and it just really did work. For me though, I just felt like the movie was a bit slow, a bit boring. You know, if anything, a one-time watch. Like, it didn't really feel like it had substance. It was a bit all over the place. Kind of felt like part 1 and part 2 of a film pushed together. And, you know, it may have worked better like that way, doing like just half of the movie as one part and then the other half as another part. I'm not sure. It just didn't seem to be right. I feel like something was off. My rating though, when I was thinking about my rating for the film, I kind of think I preferred Shang-Chi this year so far as my favourite Marvel film, which I did give an 8 out of 10 for. As for Black Widow, when I compare him though, Black Widow and this, Black Widow, I think I enjoyed it more, but I still didn't like it as much. So my rating for this is, it's going to be my lowest rated Marvel movie of the year, and I'm going to give it a 6.5 out of 10. Unfortunate, I was going into this, and this was the one movie that I was really looking forward to, but it just didn't really hit the right spots for me. Not off the first viewing anyway, maybe the second viewing it will, but it just didn't seem to go that extra, you know, yard, that extra step, didn't do something for me enough. That was worth it, really. You know, it's a shame. Hopefully we get like the Eternals will return, and hopefully we get something following up this. This is just like the beginning, you know, setting up the story, which obviously Black Widow was. It was like the prequel to thing. Shang-Chi is the first one of like Shang-Chi's origin story, I guess. So what we've had so far in phase 4 is very much the beginning of the story. So 3 of the entries right now, they're good, but they're not like, you know, amazing. Hopefully we get that now next year. Obviously Spider-Man's coming out in a few weeks, so fingers crossed it gets a bit better. But right now phase 4 for me is, it's good, but it's definitely not phase 3 level, obviously. So there you go guys, there is my review of Eternals. Unfortunately it didn't tick all the boxes for me, but let me know down below your thoughts on the movie. Have you seen it? I'm really intrigued to know your thoughts. Thanks guys, stay tuned for more, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.